holidays and welcome to the holiday edition of Bridgewater Now. I'm Mary Evers.
And I'm John Luck. Typically we come to you from Christmas on the Common, but this year it got rained out for the first time in I think 26 years. So we figured it probably a little bit safer to come inside this year, but that doesn't mean that some of the popular traditions didn't continue this year.
Yeah, so the decorations that are still in the Common are actually over 25 years old now, and they're all brought to you by the help from the Bridgewater Lions Club.
We want to wish all of Bridgewater, the Bridgewater area, and the world a Merry Christmas. We've been setting up the decorations here on the town common for the past 30 years. And a lot of people sometimes, if they knew the history of like where the train came from, which was the prison. The prison, the inmates had made that train over 35 years ago, and they donated it to us. And we've been maintaining it ever since. And the kids in town, as soon as the train goes up, the kids come out of the woods. They just, they love it. You know, it's just, the train is part of the heritage of Bridgewater. And then we have our angels, which were donated by one of the, a family here in town whose dad passed away, but he had made it. So they gave it to the town, and we maintain it every year. And then we have the elves, which are significant for, you know, all the different members. We have Paul, Jeff, Carl, Dan, Doug. I mean, they're all up there. Lenny. This is our King Lion this year, our leader, Eric Rodriguez. Eric, you want to say something?
Merry Christmas to the Bridgewater community. I wish I could speak better, but I just had oral surgery. But I do want to say, on behalf of the Bridgewater Lions Club, we enjoy doing this event every year, and we appreciate the affection that people come up to us and thank us for doing this. So Merry Christmas to all.
I just would like to say that we want to thank the people of Bridgewater and the community around us that they support all Alliance projects all year. We're able to raise a lot of money for eye research and various charities, and we couldn't do it without the support of Bridgewater, and this is our way of giving back. So Merry Christmas to all. How about a big roar, Lions? Roar, Lions!
So this is something that actually starts during the summertime. Everything is actually either handmade or donated. I heard them talk about the train that was donated from the prison about 30 years ago. Oh, wow. And the angels actually were a donation because a family couldn't keep them. So they gave them to the Lions, and the Lions touched it up, and you saw the great images in the Commons. So great effort by the Lions.
Wow, that's great, because I mean, it's always good to, you know, keep reusing stuff, especially if it's important to that family, and it's a good cause. So.
And everybody in town looks forward to it.
So even though the Common was canceled on December 2nd, that didn't stop all of the festivities. Over at the Senior Center, they actually had their annual pancake breakfast to raise money.
That wasn't the only thing that happened in town on that day, as Santa Slay made the short trip up Route 18 to Bridgewater Credit Union for a trip to Whoville. Although the Grinch was trying to steal the spirit of Christmas, we did see Mary's child picture, also known as Cindy Lou Who. But anyways, the kids had a fun time making handmade decorations and enjoying pancakes as well.
This was an effort to spread to other branches of the bank around the South Shore to help create a fun day for everybody.
Sure, there was a bunch of people involved. The bank got together and said they want to have a beautiful event. So they just put out some notifications and some emails, and everybody came from far and wide. I'm actually the branch manager of Fairhaven. So we got a bunch of people from all over the place.
We had a chance to catch up with Santa Claus for an exclusive interview, and we found out if Bridgewater has good kids or are we going to keep warm with cold this year.
Nice turnout here today. We'd rather have snow than rain, but we can work with it. We have great kids in Bridgewater. Great kids with great parents.
I also had a chance to ask Santa Claus what the popular gift was among the kids this year.
Xbox.
Xbox?
Yeah, well, Santa's gone digital.
So a fun day there. I didn't have any pancakes because I wanted to leave some. I didn't want to be that Grinch that stole all the pancakes.
Right, yeah, of course.
But anyways, turning to some other holiday traditions, the Bridgewater Garden Club hosted their annual green sale over at the Senior Center on December 1st, featuring homemade wreaths, swags, and other arrangements. And everything sold out pretty quickly in this popular event, with the proceeds going toward the club's programs and scholarship fund.
But that wasn't the only business of the day for the club, as we saw the return of the Holiday House Tour. This is an event that is very popular a few years ago and featured houses decorated for the holiday season. And this year you can see some of the nice looking decorations at some of the houses. Earlier this year we told you about a great dinner hosted by the Crispy's restaurant on Route 18. This dinner helps families who have been affected by autism.
This is a great cause here. This month, the restaurant was filled in a non-judgmental setting where all were welcomed, and there was a special guest making a return trip to Bridgewater from the North Pole.
Oh, so exciting.
You may remember Jordan from our story a few months ago on Crispy's. Well, Jordan was one of the first kids to welcome Santa Claus to the restaurant, and we had a chance to talk to him about what he asked for Christmas. And Santa Claus just surprised everybody. What did you ask him for Christmas?
A laptop.
A laptop? Good choice. Were you a good boy this year?
Yes. Merry Christmas.
We've shown you Santa Claus's trips around Bridgewater throughout this program, but he made his official trip through town during the weekend of December 16th. You can see here 3-year-old Mason waiting to catch a glimpse of Santa, who rode with the Bridgewater Fire Department in what has become a bit of a tradition. And the department kept people posted on Santa's whereabouts on their Twitter page.
Well, this is a season of giving, and one local woman is certainly illustrating that, taking to social media looking for donations to help out teens around the area. Tesla Narigi started this effort a few years ago and has raised just under $10,000. She's hoping to fill over 80 reusable totes intended for girls and boys ages 14 to 18 that live here in Bridgewater. The bags will be donated to the Bridgewater Operation Santa program for distribution. Teslin says that she started helping with this cause because she saw in the papers that giving programs like this have a hard time providing teens with a Christmas gift, and this hits close to home because Christmas is her favorite holiday. This cause was very successful, raising over $2,500. Certainly a great local effort. If you'd like to help out the cause, you can certainly do so by logging on to the link on the bottom of your screen. Santa Claus made a very special delivery in Bridgewater on December 8th. Children from all over southeastern Massachusetts were treated to an early visit from the man of the season at Sunshine Farm Sanctuary. Alicia Fortin tells us all about the community effort to make Christmas on the farm a memorable one.
The farm is a place for the children to feel a sense of belonging and comfort and safety and love and feel like it's their home.
And thanks to the generosity of many, Sunshine Farm Sanctuary is able to bring holiday cheer to children across Massachusetts.
A lot of emotional reactions during the holidays and a lot of, feelings that the kids have because they're not with their families and they're living in group homes. And it's hard for them.
So on Thanksgiving, they host several turkey dinners with all the trimmings. On Christmas, it's an Italian feast donated by Johnny Macaroni's.
We had chicken parm, meatballs, spaghetti, dessert, and then one of my volunteers bought stockings with candy in them, so they all got stockings and another little gift that they brought them. And then we set up a toy store in the barn, and they get to go out and pick toys for themselves after their dinner and play with the animals. It gives the child a great feeling of love and connection with each other and us and the animals, and they love having their dinners here at the farm.
Others behind the scene work their Christmas magic to ensure Santa locates all of the children in group homes. For the 14th year, Club X Fitness and Nutrition in East Bridgewater ran a toy drive organized by Mel's daughter, Linda Marie Lane.
This year, we serviced 190 children, 700 toys, and then the children wake up on Christmas with exactly what they want from Santa Claus. So it's awesome.
Linda and her elves work up until Christmas Eve, making sure all newcomers have their list fulfilled.
It's a huge undertaking.
Out of those 190 children, 135 of them visit the farm. Half of them were treated to a special visit from Santa Claus himself.
Santa comes, he saw about 70 children. Each child had a duffel bag, a quilt, a beanie baby, mittens and a hat. The South Shore Giving Circle donates Santa on the old-fashioned fire truck, pizzas, cookies, gingerbread, hot chocolate. It's a blast. The kids have a really good time.
No one was forgotten, not even the children who couldn't attend.
5 of the kids came today. that weren't here for Santa, and one of the little boys is like, I wasn't here for Santa because I had a visit. And I'm like, oh, he left you a duffel bag with presents. Not to worry, I have it for you. And he was so excited.
In the years since Sunshine Farm has opened, Mel finds that whenever she has a need, the community quickly fulfills it.
It's unbelievable. I put a post on Facebook that I needed duffel bags. And people were driving up my driveway with duffel bags. They were on Amazon Smile, so the children don't have to travel in trash bags.
Sunshine Farm Sanctuary runs completely on the goodwill of others, making sure every donation goes directly to the children. A massive effort to make sure these kids have a very Merry Christmas.
It takes a village. It really does. And it's nice to see such amazing people. It's very special. It's a very special feeling, and it's a good feeling.
As we all know, this is the time of the year when we decorate our houses, or maybe just decorate the windows, or decorate the studio. But, you know, sometimes there can be a lot of lights on a house.
Right, and there's one house on Vernon Street actually that will probably win the best destination in Bridgewater to go to see some holiday lights. Brian Berard has more.
Surely by now, many of you have seen Scott Sherrick's Vernon Street Christmas display. Year in and year out, those who drive by are wowed, some of which even pull over to walk through the display. Residents of Bridgewater love driving by to see the new decorations that Scott has put up.
New this year, we have the blow-up Grinch. We also have a Patriots blow-up snowman. If you drive by our house any other week during football season, you will see Pat Patriot in the yard, so you can tell that my dad is a very big Patriots fan. We also have a white Christmas tree in the middle with a bunch of new little animals around it. And also we have Olaf.
But when residents drive by, they notice the amount of electricity that Scott uses is a little bit high. So high that many want to donate to the Sherrick's electricity bill. However, Scott's oldest daughter, Stephanie, wants you to do something a little extra special with that money.
Yeah, so I would put a Facebook post on just to let the community know that our lights are on and that we want you to come and enjoy them. And I actually got an outpour of responses, and one woman actually said, hey, your electric bill's probably outrageous. Can we donate to it? And that was so kind, but we would much rather the money go to somewhere that's more needed. So I thought it would be a good idea, instead of them donating to our electric bill, donate to something, a charity of their choice that's near and dear to them.
Stephanie got the idea of having people donate to charity after both of her grandparents lost their battles with cancer.
So a charity that's near and dear to my family is the American Cancer Society, and that's because we lost both of my grandparents to cancer just 8 short months apart. My grandmother in April of 2017, and then my grandfather in January of 2018. So every year we try to do a Relay for Life in their memory. My dad has also put some tributes out there to them.
Every year, Scott pours a lot of effort into the lights, and even when he thinks of retiring, he's constantly reminded by the community of why he keeps doing it.
He really does this for all of you, and we love hearing about your stories and your traditions with our family. It really is what keeps my dad going out there.
Thanks to the town of Bridgewater and for supporting, and I like when you stop by, and I like seeing the kids. Makes me happy. It makes it all worth it. Merry Christmas.
For Bridgewater Television, I'm Brian Berard.
When we return to the Bridgewater Now holiday special, we'll give you some holiday stories that are bound to kill at any Christmas party, including a house that had decorations so crazy that the police had to get involved.
Sounds like a happy time there. Plus, we're going to have some holiday trivia. That can only work out for the best, right?
Yeah.
But as we take a quick break here, we're going to show you some concerts that went on around town, spreading the spirit of the holiday season.
you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Here's the punch, steaming hot. Take your turn, it's enough for a toast, and one after that.
A toast, a toast, a toast to Christmas.
Here, I would like to propose a toast to the founder of the feast, Mr. Scrooge.
What?
Oh, Father, please, not that.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had Mr. Scrooge here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I'd hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
As you can hear, some of the classics were sung at this year's Senior Center Holiday Luncheon. Everybody enjoyed a show and a meal in the Winter Wonderland and what is typically part of the kickoff to the holiday season here in town. And it looks like those in attendance certainly had a fun time. Welcome back. Typically on Bridgewater Review and Bridgewater Now, we give you the news, but we also give you some stories that you can talk about at the water cooler or at work. But you know what, this is a holiday special, so we're going to give you some stories here that you can maybe talk about at the holiday party, you know, maybe start some conversation, say hello to that aunt or uncle that you try to avoid. I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, we all have at least one. If you have kids or animals, this may be a stressful time of year. Not just trying to keep them out of the presents or treats, but keeping them away from the Christmas tree branches and the falling green bristles off those branches. One British company is putting a stop to that. This is the top-only tree assembled by Argos. The tree stands about 6 feet tall and is artificial, and the price isn't too bad with a regular green half tree for $25 or a half tree with snow all over it for $48.
The Grinch could probably do like halftime when he tries to rob a house in Whoville.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to come in handy. I got a little one coming to Christmas for the first time ever this year, so it might come in handy.
There you go. So we've all seen that classic holiday comedy favorite, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, and the holiday diehard Clark Griswold. We are polar opposites. A Texas house recreated the scene where Mr. Griswold is decorating his house. Unfortunately, that's where the story gets better, or worse, depending on your take. As the movie went, the ladder fell out from under Clark's feet and he was left dangling on the house. Drivers going by this Texas house saw the hanging person and tried to help. Only issue, it was a dummy dangling off the house. One person called the police trying to help the person, so now the family that put up the decorations with the hanging dummy now has a sign saying it's only a decoration and gave the panicked driver that called 911 a gift card as an apology.
Oh, that's so nice. We've all dealt with the elf on the shelf, making sure that everyone behaves during Christmas. And apparently, this goes for the men in blue too. Not in Bridgewater, of course, but they're all well behaved. But in North Attleboro, they had a break-in by a 14-inch individual who started appearing in their police station. There were no fingerprints, and anytime they asked a question, he just smiles. He was been identified as Radar. You can see that while he's checking in on the police department, he also started lending a hand, even writing citations.
So I wonder if the elf maybe has some inner workings. Maybe he can get something from the auto auction or police auction. You know, maybe just something to help out Santa. I mean, I'm just an elf trying to help out Santa.
Are you Radar?
Yeah, I don't think I might break the shelf probably.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yep. But anyways, let's change topics here because 2018, it seems like this year is really blown up as far as trivia nights go around the area. So we decided here at BTV to try our own trivia night, Holiday Edition.
Welcome everybody to BTV's first annual Christmas trivia. And here are my contestants. our sports anchor Brian, our weatherman Jeff, and our news producer John.
Hey, I'm forecasting a victory for me, man.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, okay.
Breaking news? No, you're not.
Wow.
You're gonna get
I don't
shut
got a
up.
sports reference for that.
Yeah, probably not.
Shut up.
So here is how it's going to work. I have 3 questions. Each of them have the top 3 answers. The top answer, you get 3 points. Second answer, 2. Last answer, 1. You can understand. Any other answer, you do not get any points. Okay? Are we ready, boys?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Besides Rudolph, name one of Santa's reindeer.
I was 1 or 3?
1.
Just 1. All right.
Just one.
I got
Okay,
it.
yes.
I got it.
All right, John, let's see your answer first.
Dasher.
Jeff?
Donner.
Brian?
Blitzen.
Okay, so John, you have 3 points.
That's what I'm
Jeff,
talking about.
0, and Brian, you get 1.
I got 1. Okay.
All right.
Are you keeping
So-
score, or do we have to
so,
keep our own
I
score?
don't have really anything to keep score with. so
You know what,
you're
Brian?
gonna
You're a
have to
sports
your
guy.
own
Keep
score.
track of your own score.
Okay, I got 1.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You know Donner's kid's the one who ratted out Rudolph with the red nose, right?
Yes, I remember. That's why he's not
So
on
if
the
it
top
wasn't
3.
for Donner, like we wouldn't even have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Right?
Did he play in reindeer games?
He couldn't play reindeer just because Donner's kid ratted him out.
Oh, snitches.
And then he kissed his nose.
Oh, boy.
But that wasn't considered
I don't think
offensive
it
at all in the world of animated Christmas.
All right, moving on to
Yeah.
question
Jingle
2
bells.
before this gets a little too
Sure.
off the rails. Besides a tree, name a symbol associated with Christmas.
That's a tricky one here.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with
And my
this answer.
CCD instructor is going to be very pleased.
You were in CCD?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. Very
So-
good.
All right, let's go the other way now. Brian, you're first.
I went with a snowflake. As I wrote
Everything in 2018 is snowflake, Brian.
Yes.
All
Jeff.
right. I went with the North Star.
I went with a star.
All right, well, the top answer is star, but we'll give Jeff the points. Brian, snowflake is not on the list at all, so you got a 0.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the North
jeez.
Star is the most important, John. It's like the symbol of Jesus Christ, which is why we have Christmas.
Speaking of-
Although he was born in April, not December.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'll just write a donut. 'Cause
John Luck with a commanding lead.
Got it. I think I'm tied.
I think I'm mathematically eliminated.
You're on the clock, Brian.
And you're the professional trivia player out of all of us. Okay. Question 3. Name a phrase that starts with snow.
A phrase?
Yes.
Like,
A phrase or a word that starts with snow.
man, I just had one.
It's true. You can do it again.
Good.
You know what? I think I'm going to.
All right, John.
Oh.
Why can't I go first? He went first, and he went first, and
You're in the
I'm just
middle.
stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. I got snowstorm.
I went with snowflake.
Okay, so Brian's got 3.
Woo!
Of course he does.
John, what did you have again?
I have a snow day.
You got 0, and so does Jeff. The other 2 answers were snowman and snowball.
I think I'm getting snowballed in this whole game.
All right, so you have.
Did we give me credit for the star?
We did.
Okay, so I have 6 now.
All right, and you have 4.
I have 4.
I have 3.
Oh!
Silver medal.
Very good. Unless you want to do a bonus question.
Oh, bonus.
You wanna
Okay.
bet your,
I think we should
bet
keep
your
playing
points?
until I win.
Yeah, no, we can do wagers.
No, I win.
No, we're
All
going
right,
to wager
I
our
win.
points.
You're gonna wager your points.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
All
How
right.
many points
this
are you
is
gonna
like
wager,
fantasy
John?
football.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy. Let's go 3.
Okay. Jeff?
I'm gonna wager 3.
Okay.
I'm going to wager all 4 of mine.
Oh, okay.
So there's no point even doing it.
Yeah, because we still can't win. Okay, very good.
right.
Wait,
Yeah.
John couldn't screw this up and lose everything.
That's
Good.
true.
Yeah, all right.
Kind of like his Patriots did yesterday.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Question. What is the most popular Christmas movie played every year?
Trying.
All right, Brian.
Christmas Story.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Yep. It's one answer.
It's one answer? All right, I'm gonna rewrite mine then. 'Cause I didn't have
Well,
one.
if Jeff gets to redo it.
No, we're not redoing it.
Jeff gets to redo his.
Well, yeah, I wrote down Christmas Story, but you just told me that was wrong.
All
so.
right, then you're wrong too.
Christmas Carol.
Wrong. It's Rudolph the
the hell's
Red-Nosed
Christmas
Reindeer.
Carol?
Okay.
There's 44
Scrooge.
different versions of A Christmas Carol.
It's the real name of Scrooge.
Jim Carrey, the Muppets did A Christmas
What about
Carol.
Miracle on 34th Street? Come on. All right, well,
Elf?
Jeff, so John wins.
John wins. Congratulations,
that's
John.
right.
That's all the time we have for our holiday special. Thank you for watching. And make sure you tune in for our year in review coming out soon.
In the meantime, thanks for watching not just this episode, but also all year long. And we hope that you have a happy and safe holiday season. In the meantime, I'm John Luck.
And I'm Mary Evers.